Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. Holy cow, it has been a long time since I've played Warlock. So we start off with a rare, and we'll take the Azure Drake. That seems like a pretty straightforward pick. We start off with the second rare in a row. I'll take a Siphon Soul. One-click removal, even though it is expensive, is pretty good. Cult Master can be a really amazing card, but it can sometimes also backfire on you. Let me just be a little bit safe and take the Panda. And here we have a quality 3, quality 4, or quality 5 drop. All these are good. I'm going to take the Stormwind Knight, though, because good 4 drops win games. And here, well, Stormwind Champion, I still don't like this card as much as other people do. And Fen Creeper sometimes is just so good at 5 mana. I'm not sure, as a Warlock, I'd really benefit enough from the Dalaran Mage to make it worthwhile. Yeah, let's take the Fen Creeper. Okay, I like Mortal Coil better than Demon Fire, so I'll take that for the removal there. And okay, we'll take the Ooze here. Much maligned by me, but definitely good sometimes. Let's grab Shadow Bolt for some removal. Take the only playable card here. Don't mind those noises, it's just my roommate's cat. Okay, now Doomguard is a card I've really struggled with, and honestly have not found it to be as good as it looks. So I'm actually going to take the Immaster here, which is just overall much more reliable. Grab a Rorgan. Okay. This doesn't seem to be a particularly aggressive deck, so I'm going to grab a Hellfire here, because Mass Removal is a good thing to have. Alright, do I take a Flame Imp just because it's that good? Or take the, Windfree Harpy for some endgame? Let's grab Flame Imp. It's nice to be able to have the opportunity, at least for a fast start. Twisting Nether could be a nice reset button. I'm not sure I really have enough endgame to say that this is a control deck, though, so we'll just take Bane of Doom. It's not super great, but it is randomly good. We'll grab a Voidwalker here. Succubus. Not a card. I just don't like Succubus, period. We'll just take a Dragonlink mechanic and call it a day. So many Spiteful Smiths. We'll take a Leper Gnome here, although I don't know if this is going to be that great here. Now, I need endgame, so even though this would be nice to have as a 2-drop, I'm going to take a Ventrico here, because it's sort of endgame-y. And since I only have the Ooze and the Brewmaster, I'm actually going to take the Fairy Dragon over another Stormwind Knight, because curve is important. Alright, well here, with this being the only playable card, I will take the Doomguard. Oh my god. Succubus is just so bad, I'll take the Crocolisk. I don't know what to do. Soulfire, though, that's a good card. Glad to have one of those. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Well, Corruption's a bad removal spell, but I have to take it because the other stuff is just so trash. Let's grab some more endgame. Magma Rager and Nightblade, story of my life. Demon Fire. Oh, god. Well... balls. I'm not taking Elven Archer. We'll take a Reckless Rocketeer, I suppose. Ah, man. Second Mortal Coil or a Silence. Let's take the Silence. I think it's nice to have one in the deck. Alright. Wolf Rider. Or another Mortal Coil. Let's take another Mortal Coil. So much corruption here. Well. Jeez. I can't take 2 corruptions. I'll take a healing because I guess that is good for Warlocks. And now I can take Shadow Flame for some more mass removal to get me out of sticky situations, or Sunwalker for endgame. Let's just go for the endgame. So a very flat curve here. I'm not actually sure how well this deck's going to work. Guess we're all about to find out. Just a good old average Warlock deck, not aggro, not super control-y. Just try to take the best cards that I could, and then make the most of it during the games themselves. Here we are hovering just above 6,000 gold, so I need a 7-win finish in order to stay above there. Or a lucky 6-win finish, or a very lucky 5-win finish, in order to stay above 6,000. What am I doing with the gold, you may ask? Well, when I get close to completing a full set, I will buy a bunch of packs. And I'm hoping that Blizzard introduces ways to spend gold later on. So I'm kind of building a bank, I suppose. Mercer's Sky. Alright, well, we definitely need to get rid of the Drake. Do you keep Hellfire? I mean, it could be a reset button if the opponent gets off to a fast start, but a pretty dumb card if the opponent gets off to a slow one. Well, I'll keep my removal. We'll play it slow. Looks like my opponent mulliganed a lot. He probably thinks I have a good hand because I kept everything and I don't. This is actually terrible. If he doesn't do anything, all I can do is life tap. I didn't get any of my 1-drops. Got 3 Flame Imp, Voidwalker, and even a Leper Gnome. Oh, this is annoying to see. Pen Creeper. Oh. Can't play this for another turn. At least this thing doesn't hit very hard, so I can kind of ignore it for a little while. I don't know. My opponent, as a second player, still has the coin. This was only a 1-mana drop. Oh, geez. Okay. Okie doke. Gonna be one of those games, hey? Okay. So it's almost certain that next turn I'm going to play Hellfire. The question is, do I drop a Voidwalker this turn? I mean, that pretty much throws the Voidwalker away. But really, when am I going to play this thing? I mean, after that, I need to start playing Fen Creeper and Senjin. I guess after on turn 5, I could play Senjin and... Shut up! I could play Senjin and Voidwalker. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna treat this basically as a heal, because it heals up 3 damage. And I will also life tap. Okay. Got a panda there. So yeah, that was like a 1 mana heal 3. That's fine, especially because I'm gonna get burned for 3 when I Hellfire here. Hopefully, he doesn't play any like 4 toughness minions. I was kind of hoping he'd play something that would maybe die to Hellfire, but he didn't. So okay, I lost a Voidwalker. Well, no, the Voidwalker ate a drain life, so this is a bona fide 3-for-1 right here. But my health situation is a little bit scary. Luckily, I do have a fair bit of taunt here. This is a huge taunter. And I got this one for extra support. The Ventricle Mercenary will be played last. That's like the last thing I play. There's a Grizzly and a Flame Imp. Oh my god, why does he have to have more stuff? If it had just been the Grizzly, I'd feel pretty good about things. With the Flame Imp there as well, this is a little bit scary. Good card here would, like a Dark Iron Dwarf and a Mortal Coil or something like that, would allow him to start to run away with the game. I mean, I do have this engine for some extra protection against this stuff, but... Yeah, Dark Iron Dwarf would just be terrible here. Well, assuming it was... Dark Iron Dwarf, Mortal Coil, that combo would let him trade the Flame Imp for the Fen Creeper, draw a card, have a 4-4 and a 3-3. He'd pretty much win the game at that point. But if you can't deal with this effectively, then I can actually catch up. Doomguard. Alright, so he's going way down on cards. Way down. But, you know, he's got a lot of board advantage and life advantage here. Okay. What I'd love to do is play the Senjin and Shadow Bolt. Unfortunately, I'm a mana shy for that. Oh, wow. Sunwalker. Yeah, actually, I'm going to do that. Sunwalker is beautiful against his board, so he needs help from his hand. He lost the coin and the Dragonling mechanic to the Doomguard. Voidwalker, number 4. Man, this guy loves some Voidwalkers. And a Succubus. Okay, this is actually okay. I think we can hang steady here. I think we might be okay, as long as this isn't a 1-mana minion. Yeah, we're good. Because I can Shadow Bolt to finish this thing off. And then drop Ascension for some extra protection, and then I'll keep my life total pretty safe. And then I've got an overwhelming card advantage, backed up by some taunts. And that's pretty much all the taunt in my deck, though. So if he manages to life tap his way out of it, he could be all right. But I'll start to get up some. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Are you friggin' kidding me? He actually got a playable card. Oh, thank God. Okay, that would have sucked. All right, I'm gonna kill the Grizzly. I'm going to Shadow Bolt his hardest hitter. And let's just play Ascension. Honestly, it's pretty great against his stuff. The main issue is that he can life tap freely, but I don't have to. I got so much card advantage. His life tapping is just catching up. So, and I do have the board advantage here. The life totals are not that dire. So I think I'm in really good shape. He could still win with some good cards, but he's in a bit of trouble. Basically, the only thing he's got going for him right now is the initiative.
My shield for
Defender of Argus, what does that do? Well, that actually lets him kill the Senjin off with the Succubus, which is pretty good. Oh, does he actually have a 1? Ah, Power Overwhelming, I suspected as much. Okay, so he's going to lose the Voidwalker to kill the Sunwalker. Then he's... What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, jeez, that was weird. He could have just killed the Sunwalker and then used the Succubus to kill the Senjin and live. Now then, I would have had Mortal Coil to finish off the Succubus, but I mean, that would have been better than what happened. Weird. Okay, so do I Soulfire this thing? I'd have to lose a card. That would kind of suck a lot. I think it's worth it, though. Let's play Panda first. The reason is, if I played the Drake first, the Panda wouldn't be playable. And, well, let's see. Do I want to Soul... You know what? I'm actually not going to Soulfire that. I'm not going to Soulfire it. It's a little bit of a risk leaving this alive, but this deals upwards of 5 damage. I mean, that's not something I really want to throw away on a stupid 2-3 that's already getting taken care of. He's going to life tap a lot, so I'm still way ahead on cards thanks to that Hellfire and my good taunters. And the Doom Guard and the Succubus. Well, the Succubus didn't cost him a card, but he lost cards to the Doom Guard, to Hellfire, and to the Fen Creeper. No, he didn't lose to the Fen Creeper, did he? Yeah, he lost just 1 minion to the Fen Creeper, then the Doom Guard survived. But anyway, he lost a bunch of cards is what I'm trying to say. So does he have an answer to that Drake? He would like to get rid of it, of course. It's a pretty dangerous creature to have around. Hey, Dragon, not impressive. Not impressive at all. And he's gonna race, which is totally... Oh, Shadow Flame. Oh. Why would you play... Well, whatever. I don't even care. So it's kind of sucky that this thing is a Fairy Dragon because I can't Mortal Coil it to death. Luckily, Stormwind Knight's a pretty good card. Actually, I could have played Spellbreaker to silence this and then Mortal Coiled it. But you know what? Honestly, that's probably not even that good. That wouldn't have been that good of a move because... I want to keep the silence around in case he has something more significant. Okay, now I need to start looking for opportunities to win. His life's pretty low, and I've got 5 damage in my back pocket here. Flame of... Okay, well, he's pretty much dead now. Lormabot. Oh, Mercer Sky. You do not know what you're doing, son. You do not know what you're doing. Okie dokie. I think he's just dead on the board, honestly. We can kill... No, he's actually not dead on the board. I apologize. That's incorrect. But we can kill that.
Your magic shall not
Silence that. Swing by. And then there's the Soulfire for the kill. Well played. Pretty great death rattle from our Warlock friend Gul'dan. Well, that was a mirror matchup win. And I often say that I take comfort and strength when I win the mirror matchup because it suggests the deck is good. But honestly, that guy didn't play very well. There was that one moment. First of all, I think he had too many Voidwalkers. Second of all, there was a moment when he lost Succubus for no reason. Because what he did was prevented it from staying alive at 1 health, but you should still have left it alive. I mean, what if I didn't have a Mortal Coil? Ask your opponent enough questions, they'll run out of answers. A mostly dead creature is better than an already dead one. It's just so many proverbs that explain why that would have been a good move. Okay, do I keep these 4-drops here? Leper Gnome could be good. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. So basically, if things go well, I can play Sen'jin. If things go badly, I can Hellfire. And then I've got my turn 1 play. But if it weren't for this turn 1 play, I probably wouldn't have kept my hand. I'm going to play Voidwalker first. This means that if I play... Because if I played Leper Gnome, he could have coined Shapeshift and killed it. This stops him from Shapeshifting to kill it, because unlike the Mage, the Druids does not have an overpowered hero ability, just a good one. Mages could just shoot this, because they're freaking broken, but Druids, they're held off by taunts. He's going to coin out anyway, though. Panther. Well, it's a pretty good card. It will kill this Voidwalker and live to tell about it. Good thing I have Mortal Coil. Ah, that's a pretty good drop. That's mediocre hand turned into quite a good start for me. One interesting thing to note is I could Mortal Coil my Worgen and swing for 8. I don't think that would actually be a good move, though. This deck's not that aggressive. But if I had like a Power Overwhelming or something, I could actually Mortal Coil this Power Overwhelming and swing for like 16. Probably wouldn't be worth it, though. Okay. There's Doomguard. Shoot. So if I Mortal Coil this Panther, I can't play Sen'jin. And at the moment, I'm reduced to just trading this Worgen for the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, which is a bit sad. I can also run the Leper Gnome in here and Mortal Coil this. I don't see what the point of that is, though. If then I end up trading the Worgen for the Panther. Anyway, so okay, I guess we're going to Mortal Coil this and hope I get a good playable thing. Flame Imp. Well, that is certainly good. Let's life tap first. Soulfire, huh? Yes, that's worth it. So I'm going to Flame Imp to make sure I don't lose that. I hope I lose the Doomguard. That would be the best card to lose. And I actually got what I hoped for. So that worked out kind of well. He's got 6 cards to my 5, soon to be 6, but I am the first player, so drawing equal is totally fine. He can get some card advantage killing the Leper Gnome, but he's got to be a tad careful because that would drop him down to 18 health. No swipe is incoming. Swipe would have killed the Worgen and the Leper Gnome. Just has a Yeti. Things are getting a little tricky for my opponent here. So I'll play Sen'jin now. Do I play Corruption? See, this just shows how bad the Corruption spell is. I mean, the Yeti then gets to run into something and still get some value out of the deal. Swing, swing, swing. Do I corrupt the Yeti? Huh. The problem is if he plays like a Druid of the Claw or something, I really wish I had Corruption for that. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. So Hellfire might be used as 3 damage burn here. He's got to be a little bit careful. I might be able to burn him out if he doesn't drop a Taunter right now, or at least remove my minions with a Starfall or a Swipe. Swipe would be great. He could target the Worgen. It'll kill the Leper Gnome, damage the Sen'jin. The Yeti could finish it off. Swipe would let him essentially kill 3 of my creatures, and it looks like he actually has it. Did he just top deck that? No, he's got just a Wrath. Okay, that's fine. Swipe would have been a whole lot better there. Is he going to shapeshift to finish off the Sen'jin? In a way, that's okay, because it means then that he takes a net 2 damage, going down to 11 health. I hit him for 5, down to 6. He's getting real close to death at that point, and I can life tap freely to get ahead on cards. So remember, that is what you do as a Warlock. You get to draw cards. Well, my opponent might be in trouble here. Without some taunts or some heals. Mortal Coil. Unfortunately, this is at 2 health. Okay, remember, I can actually Mortal Coil my Leper Gnome for 2 extra damage, but that won't kill my opponent just yet, will it? Well, especially because Hellfire would kill the Leper Gnome anyway. So Hellfire is 5 damage. 5 plus 5 is 10. Actually, my opponent is down to 1 health if I wanted him to be. Well, let's life tap, see if I get some more damage. No, I got Siphon's Soul. Ah, shucks. Well, we're just going to do this. And we're going to pass the turn, I guess. My opponent needs to remove stuff. So after the Leper Gnome dies, he's down to 4 health. Hellfire's down to 3. I kind of wish I had the Doomguard now, because Doomguard would allow me to have 5 damage on command. Yeah, had I thrown away the Hellfire to the Soulfire instead of the Doomguard, I could actually win on my next turn. Bummer. Bummer, man. Not to be confused with Bomberman. Alright, Azure Drake's a good card. Puts a lot of pressure on him. Fortunately, Mortal Coil still doesn't kill this, but I will play Fairy Dragon. Rather than life tap, I think it's worth it to drop an extra creature on the board. With him being at such low health, and me having removal for any big taunt he might play, it's worth it, I think, to put as much pressure on as I can. He's going to draw an Azure Drake, which is really good for me because it means he's got no Swipe. Swipe would have let him clear everything out, or at least kill this. Oh, he doesn't have an answer. Okay, so he sees now that I can hit him down to 1 health. And we have Bane of Doom here to finish him off. Alright. So that was game number 2. Pretty solid win, actually. Just top decked my way into a really fast start, and my opponent didn't have enough removal. The Wrath and the Stormwind Knight just weren't quite enough. So thanks for watching that. If you did enjoy it, please like and or subscribe. And if you want to see how this run ends, then stay tuned, because the rest of the games are coming up shortly. I'll see you in just a bit.